Here's the curve we're going to graph. f of x equals 5 over x minus 2. I'm not going to tell why we know these things, but the vertical asymptote is x equals 2. The horizontal asymptote is y equals 0. There is no x-intercept, and the y-intercept is 0, negative 2.5. When we go to WileyPlus, we're going to have two dots. The first dot we're going to place at the intersection of the two asymptotes, where x equals 2 and y equals 0. Now the second dot's going to be our test point. It's always to the right of that first dot, and so that'll be where x equals 3. And how will we know where to put that? We'll plug 3 into our function and get 5 over 3 minus 2, which gives us 5. So we're going to plot that point 3, 5. Let's go to WileyPlus. We'll drag our graphing object onto the grid. Notice that this dot looks like it appears at the intersection of the two asymptotes. There's the horizontal, there's the vertical. So that's why we're going to drag this dot over to where x equals 2 and y equals 0. So when you hover over that dot, you can see its exact placement at the intersection of the asymptotes x equals 2 and y equals 0. The second dot occurs one to the right of where the first dot was, so this dot happens to be where x equals 3. We've already plugged that into our function, and if x equals 3, we want y to be 5. If we try to drag it straight up to where we want it, we drag the whole curve up there. That's not what we want to happen at all. Get the center dot back to where x equals 2 and y equals 0. Okay, we can see we've done that. Now to stretch the curve, we're going to click on the curve away from a dot. That makes the scale tool active. Click on the scale tool. Go back to the curve, click away from the dot. You'll notice the cursor has changed. Now you can drag that second dot up and down. So we want to get that second dot up to where x equals 3 and y equals 5. We've done it. So our center dot is at the intersection of the asymptotes. We found by substitution that if x equals 3, y equals 5, and we're done.